What's up, guys? Welcome back to Back Road Driver. We're the Miser Brothers. Today we've got our 96 Ford Bronco out, and we're going to show you everything we've already found wrong and show you some of the mods we already have planned.
You know we want to get this thing off-road as soon as possible, but before we do that and get out there and get stuck, there's some things we got to do.
So this thing came with some awesome wheels. We love the look of them. And it also came with 37-inch tires, but the offset's not right, because when we turn these big 37s, we're already hitting a part of the lift, and we're hitting something over here on the backside as well. So the cheapest thing for us to do, we don't like wheel spacers. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers are using wheel spacers right now, but we do plan on off-roading this vehicle. We're actually gonna just change the wheels to a bigger offset and get those tires out another inch or two. That way everything's bolted on right, everything's done the right way. We do get the wheels a little bit, or the tires a little bit further out from the vehicle, so it'll look cooler, be a little more stable. Not so good for getting skinnier on a trail, but we'll get the look we want and we'll have it safe, and we won't be rubbing as bad when we're in those tight situations. All right, so the back glass does work, but it barely worked when we got the vehicle. We knew we probably had a motor issue. We've already replaced that motor, and the glass goes up and down really fast now. Something that goes wrong a lot because that glass is so big. Something crazy that's already happened is I didn't realize the ignition key doesn't work with the doors. Somebody's rekeyed it at some point and those don't match. So I was riding around with my dad. We both locked the doors with our arm, got out, came back out later to get it open, wouldn't work. So we're gonna rekey the whole vehicle with one new key system. I love how this thing drops down. I mean, it's kind of it's like the El Camino of SUVs. It's a truck, but it's also an SUV. It's got the flip down tailgate. That's really cool. In this box, we've got a steering column, and I'm gonna take you around to the steering wheel and show you why. We probably will end up having to have more parts than this to get our problem fixed. Let's walk around here. This thing is super sloppy. I actually drove it back through the gorge from, was it South Carolina, through North Carolina, back to Tennessee, through the mountains. And I mean, this thing, we were giving it heck all the way back, 65, 70 miles an hour. This does have the 351 Windsor, so power is not a problem. But this has got to get fixed right away. So we've already got some of the parts. We're gonna get going on that. The exhaust hangers have seen better days. We're going to take this to our exhaust shop, Mighty Muffler, get them to go over the whole exhaust system and make sure everything's in the right spot, because we don't want to hit and drag. This is already a little low, so we'll change it up just a little bit. You know how we are with the exhaust. Louder the better, but we do need to get it in the right place. The shocks in this thing look bad when we went to pick it up. It does have a 6-inch lift on it, and it's a nice lift, but the shocks are Ranchos and they're probably 10 years old. So we're obviously gonna upgrade those to something that looks cool, something that works better. It's got a lot of body rock right now. Let's show them what these look like. Kind of rough. I mean, the plastic on the outside is all the way metastasized. They're discolored and they don't work really good. So we'll get an upgrade on that, and this thing will ride a lot better. We won't have a problem off-road. Engine's in great shape. The two prior owners actually did a lot of work and replaced a lot of sensors, a lot of the things that commonly go wrong with the 96 Bronco. We are going to put a new oil pan gasket, a transmission pan gasket. Even though the prior owner said some of the fluids have been changed, we're going to change all those, because that's something that's inexpensive and we don't want to mess up by not taking care of that, get out, spill fluid, not know it, and blow something up or overheat something. We do know that we already need a throttle sensor, so there's going to be little gremlins like that pop up from time to time. So this thing will be a definite project. We're just trying to get this thing as off-road worthy as possible before we get it out there. We've got plenty of stuff to drive on the street, and daily drivers, this is going to be the fun toy. Okay, so when we drive this thing with big 37s on it, it's really sluggish to change into the right gear. It doesn't necessarily mean we have a transmission problem.
We think it's the undersized 355 gears. That was fine when you had stock wheels and tires on there, but now with the 37s, it's just way under geared. We're gonna have to take it up a notch to get any type of power.
So front and rear diff is probably getting reworked, which it probably needs. It has 155,000 miles on the truck, so we'll probably come in somewhere with like a 455 gear, and then it'll really be caught up. It'll be better for off-roading anyway. It's not gonna be so great on the interstate, but this thing will probably never see the interstate again in its life. So a lot of drivetrain work to do. after the transmission. We'll check everything else out while we're in there as well. So to get up in this thing right now, there's no grab handles. I have a feeling I know why this column's so bad. There's been a 6-inch lift on it for 10 years and nothing to step up onto and nothing to grab. So if you grab this wheel to get up in there and then you follow on the armrest, that thing gets worn completely out. This one's gone. This wheel's all jacked up. So we got to get us some grab handles in here to be able to get in and out of this thing, because I don't want to put drop down steps. We want to have all the clearance we can. We may end up with some custom rock sliders or something that might have us like a little lip to jump on, but I do want to keep it up as high as we can for some of the off-road stuff we plan to do.
These front seats are pretty much trashed. They've got seat covers on them, but when you pull those up, leather's completely gone. This seat actually leans so bad you about fall out of the truck. We want to put something in here, maybe aftermarket. Maybe we find some old F150 seats, we're not sure, but we got to have something stable while we're going down the trail in here.
This is definitely our budget build, so if these were in a little better shape or just structurally better, I think this is what we would rock for a while. But we gotta, it's not about being comfortable, it's about being able to put your seatbelt on and stay in the seat while you're actually doing some stuff off-road. I want to show you how tall a 6-inch lift is on 37s. It's pretty good.
You just plop that out.
You can get out easier than you can get in. You don't have a choice. Once you get to that point of no return, you're coming down.
Guys, we're not really going to do anything for the looks of this vehicle right now. We already think it looks pretty famous the way it is, you know.
It's just got that like special look. Like I've seen that somewhere before.
Exactly.
I don't know what it is. Guys, if you like Ford content, especially Broncos, we got some F150s back here, some Shelbys. We do have two first, I keep saying that like a broken record, but we keep getting new people on the channel all the time. So you need to know we've got some actual 2021 Broncos that'll be showing up sometime in June, July, August, and we'll be obviously doing mods on those and getting them off-road as soon as possible. But if you want to follow this build or any of our other shenanigans with all of these cars behind us, hit subscribe down below, turn on the bell, give this video a thumbs up to help us out with YouTube, and we'll catch you in the next one. Go ahead and watch another video right now. Peace, guys.
Peace.